Okay. Hi, Liat. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. Very exciting.
Uh, all is well. All is well, you mean. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
excited too. Yeah. It's an honor to be here. It's so great that you've invited me. Thank you.
You're very welcome. For me, it's completely out of comfort zone speaking in English and in public. You know it. Um,
For me, it is a bit like that. I've never did a live stream, nor on Facebook, nor ever anywhere else. So yeah, it's my first time too.
okay. I believe that it's very good for us to go out of our comfort zone
All the time.
all the time.
The
So
past
this
five
is
years, it's all the time. Even if you want it or not, yeah. The universe is get out of your comfort zone. Yeah.
yeah. You also asked me if I should publish the link to this live, and what did I answer you?
I don't remember.
This is that there is a limit
Ah,
to my courage.
yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I want to introduce you. So meet Liat Bartal. Liat Bartal is the entrepreneur of Love Your English, a consciousness therapist, and an English mentor for the last 23 years. I'll tell you how I met her. It's quite an amusing story. I've been guiding all kinds of special events like bat mitzvahs, bar mitzvahs, workshops for parents and children, birthdays for adults, and team building days. And in April 2023, for the first time in 16 years, I had to guide bar mitzvah in English. I panic. I was so panicked. Um, I was so panicked for to too much pressure and was unable to learn the material. I told it to my friend that I have a blackout and I can't prepare for the event because of too much stress. And she told me about Liat. She said that Liat has affirmations that will help me get out of the panic. So that's how I contacted Liat 3 days before the event to give me a
Yeah.
plaster, just a plaster, her affirmations. I just wanted the affirmations as a plaster. How was it from your side? Before I continue with the story, how was it from your side?
Wow. First of all, I'm used to people being interested in improving their English language, and I wasn't accustomed to getting a WhatsApp message. Some you texted me and asked for affirmations. You were very specific, and it's part of the whole process. And I didn't sell it in separate. And at the beginning I thought, no, she's not serious enough, so maybe I didn't know how to answer you. But when we started talking, I realized, wow, she really needs help. The affirmations will do greatly for her, all the panic and everything, because it is a good medicine. Uh, but I thought it wasn't enough. And we've talked about it because you know um this event is only the beginning of what is expected of you. Your voice need to be out there, and you need to feel free to talk to as many people as possible in English or in Hebrew or whatever, right? And you need to feel calm about it and comfortable, so we can do that. We definitely did that, right?
Yeah. So I'll
I'm
continue
so
with the
proud of
story.
you. That the whole interview is in English. Who would have
Yeah.
thought?
What's up?
Wow,
Yeah.
never say never, right? Anything is possible. Yeah, anything can happen.
Absolutely. So I started listening to the affirmations 3 days before the event. And you, Liat, also gave me.
You mean love your English affirmations, right? Because there are two.
Yeah. The love your English affirmations. And you also gave me a combined class in consciousness therapy the day before the event. It was very helpful. So the guidance was excellent. My English was not perfect, but I was able to convey my messages gracefully and easily. And it was a very exciting event. Finally, it was a very exciting event. Since then, I've been listening to the affirmations every day, and I also learning English with you, with Liat.
Yeah.
In August, we talked in class about financial abundance, and Liat invited me to do the abundance challenge with her. Do you remember that?
I do. I remember that we had a very powerful consciousness therapy session, very powerful. And I felt like it has shifted both our perspective about abundance, because you surely know it that whenever you treat somebody, you're getting treatments, but you yourself get treatment. Okay, it's both. It goes both sides. So it was very powerful, and I wanted to, make sure that it will happen, in reality, because we change our perspective, and in reality, things take time. And I wanted to speed things up, so I recommended you to listen to both of us, right? To Financial Abundance Affirmations, which is free, by the way, on YouTube. And it was amazing. And which day are you at? Listening to that every day?
Today, it was 161 days.
Wow.
Every day, 161 days, every day. And it's amazing. It makes me calm. It's just, it's relaxing. It's very relaxing.
To be honest with you, I've created both affirmations in Dovi Gal's studio. He has recorded them. We've recorded them, I think, 2 years ago. I had a calling to do that. It was inspired by Louise Hay. I really love Louise Hay, and also Bob Baker. I was listening to them at the time, and I decided that, I'm a very practical, perfectionist person, and affirmations was, who would have thought that something like that would make an impact over my life and my students' lives. But back then, I just had a calling to do that. I didn't know what to expect. I just wanted to do it, by the way, for myself, in order for me to grasp more information easily. And abundance, I wanted financial abundance. That's part of my life challenges. And the sounds that Dovik has created over my frequency, he has recorded it over my frequency, and my voice, it has therapeutic qualities, I believe, because that's what I hear from you and from my other students, and that's what I feel that's what I feel as well.
The abundance affirmations amazed me during the war, because
7th of October, this one.
Yes, and since then, they are so accurate for this period. It just amazing. It's I can't believe you recorded it 2 years ago. It's like you recorded it on the 8th of October.
Yeah, it is surprising, because I was focused on financial abundance and, expanding your English skills, because that's what I thought it was doing back then. And also during the war, I had a session with one of my students, and we talk about things because it's therapeutic, it's spiritual, it's very deep, it has therapy within it. So we talked about the situation, and she never said, she didn't say so much, but she talked about the abuse in general that some women have gone through by the terrorists, which and immediately I saw the picture. I didn't watch the videos, almost any of the videos, because my soul couldn't bear it, because it's not human.
Mhm.
But immediately I saw the image, and we've done a therapeutic session about it, and I was left with that feeling. And in the evening, I had a gathering with all the consciousness therapists, where we've learned, and I couldn't release it. It's like it was stuck. I couldn't be released out of this horrible energy, horrible. And that night I had a panic attack. I've never had panic attacks in my life, never in my life. And it was in the middle of the night. I woke up and I thought like terrorists are about to burst into my house and kill my whole family. I'm sure that almost everybody in Israel had such an image in one day or another, and it was horrible, and I felt like I can't stop it. Now I have lots of consciousness tools, lots. I have tools from around the world, here in Israel, and around the world, and I've tried them all. Nothing helped. Even Ho'oponopono, it didn't help. Nothing helped. And then after I've started feeling, these feelings within my body, like it's about to explode, and I don't know what to do, and I can't wake my husband and my kids because they are finally asleep, and it won't do any good, and I can't block the door because I can't move all the furnitures, and then I was reminded by two sentences out of the financial abundance affirmations. One of them was, and it was in English. I could have said it in Hebrew, but no, in English. So my family and I are safe no matter
No
what.
matter what.
And my
Yes.
family and I are guided and protected. And I started repeating that, repeating that, repeating that. The panic attack was over. And I was able to go to sleep. And I woke up like everything is okay, everything is back to normal, normal back then. It was
Yes.
3 days after the 7th of October, but still I didn't feel the panic attack anymore. And it was amazing. And then I decided to release it to the world because I never imagined that it also works on safety. Feeling safe within our world with all its dangers and terrorists and whatever. Yeah. So hopefully many people will use it, and it will do them some good, make them feel more comfortable, at ease, and all that. Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yes, it's safety and security. And it is, I'm really shocked that that you recorded it 2 years ago. It's I want to ask you, uh, what was the process that went through your mind before you recorded the affirmations?
Wow. Okay. So in those 5 years of this consciousness self-development journey, which I came across, I didn't, choose it. It's like it chose me. And I don't know. I've started communicating with my spirit guides. You know what spirit guides are.
Mhm.
And I always felt like I was alone. As a child, I'm alone. Even though I was surrounded by many people that loved me, but I felt like I don't belong in all kinds of parts of my life. And I never thought that I'm not alone. I'm guided, I'm protected. My spirit guides are very powerful. And the more I felt the connection with them, that's when I've received all kinds of messages, all kinds of callings, like a calling to do things. Even if you don't understand, but you feel like a strong feeling within you, it's like a strong intuition. You don't have to call it spirit guides. You can call it a very powerful intuition within you that you need to do this thing without understanding it. And I've never went to a studio where I record things or stuff like that. And the first time I heard affirmation in a woman's team, I was like, that's nonsense. It doesn't help. It's not helpful. But the minute I've heard Louise Hay or Bob Baker, and I've started to realize there's something within it. And I also listen to Dovi Gal's music, which is therapeutic. So I realized, okay, do whatever is necessary. And I just did it, and I didn't know why. I didn't have now it's part of a digital product, Love Your English Affirmations. But back then, I just listened to my intuition, which is the best, by the way, because that's where the answers are, the true answers, your true essence.
How is it?
Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Whenever
I'm
you guide a group of people, don't you receive all kinds of, information that you need to convey to others?
I am. Your story is like the story of my life about feeling alone.
Ah, really? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah. It's exactly like the story of my life. And I also always felt like I'm guided. And I also talked to someone. I always talk to someone next to me. Like
Wow.
there was no one there, but I talked to him.
There was.
There
There
was,
was.
yes. They are still. I'm still talking to them, to him, to them, to her, whoever
By the
there is.
way, that's what I also teach my kids and my students. You are guided, you're protected. Use your spirit guides. They're here to help you. If you have any, I don't know, contemplations or you don't know what to do, ask them. You'll receive the answer. You just need to be aware of that. Now, listen, if I would have looked at me like 5 years ago, I would have said, wow, you're a weirdo. Come on, who is it? Come on, you love results. You love things that are logical. Everything has to be logical. But listen, the spiritual part within my life has done tremendous results in my life. And I feel much better. I feel more complete. There are challenges, of course. There are who doesn't have any challenges. We're here to overcome challenges, right? Life is not easy, but still, I look at things differently because I have the tools. Thank God, I do.
Yeah. Now I'm going to ask you a,
Okay.
a rational question.
Okay.
How do you know if the things that reach you, if the things that reach you are from the guided, the tutorials, or it is from your own head?
Wow, that's a big question. And I can never know for sure. But my perspective, if I look at it in my perspective, then if I feel like it's a very strong feeling that a good feeling um, that guides me to do something new, something scary, new, but it's something good. It's something that will benefit either me, my family, the world, people around me. So I think it's the guidance. And I think that if it's a very negative feeling, something that weakens me, I don't think it's the guidance. I think I need to change my perspective about something. There is a message here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. I don't know, but I'm still trying to figure it out. You know, I still test it, but today I had a realization that I can do my best, and whatever I need to do, you know, I will be guided to do it, or כאילו שהכל מדויק. Everything happens for a reason, and I should feel like I'm doing the right thing. I do whatever I feel that is good. If somebody doesn't see it this way, then that's his challenge problem. But I need to do things my way. כאילו, when will I do them? I'm 46 years old. And only this year I've decided that I posted a song, a Bon Jovi song. Bon Jovi song, I love it. It's my life. It's now or never. I am gonna live forever. And this sentence has been guiding me ever since last week. I just want to live while I'm alive. It's my life. It's nobody's life. It's my journey.
Yeah. You know, for me, sometimes I'm just hear a voice in my head that tell me to do something. And I know that I can feel that it's not me. You know, it's not me that telling me. It's just like an idea that come into my head, like like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel that it's not mine. It's someone else's words.
Wow, that's amazing. I also feel this way when I get signs from nature, from the universe. When I see a specific bird or something that, a mantra or some words, then I see the signs. And that's where I know it's not mine, or I have the assurance that, yeah, do it, just do it. Even if it
Just
doesn't feel comfortable, do it. By the way, I was really scared when I came to Doviga's studio because I had no idea what was going to happen. Nobody has guided me. He's a very, very nice person, but still, I'm not used to come to studios and record things. And I've recorded both affirmation in separate days. It was the first take. And I remember him telling me, you must have done it before. And I've never done it before. It's like I have done it in other incarnations, probably, but not in this one, which is phenomenal. But you get to trust your instincts. It's like when you meet somebody for the first time and you have good vibes, like this person, like he's a really nice person. Let's say when I accept students to my guidance, okay, to my personal guidance, I don't accept everybody. I accept people who I have good vibes with, and I feel like I can help them. For example, you. I wanted you to start. I knew that you would make miracles. I knew that you will speak fluently and you'll have more and more confidence. I knew that you have some struggles, but I knew you will overcome them because I don't know, I saw your heart. I see the hearts of the people around me. And some people, I'm like, no, I don't want you to be near me. It's like, I don't want this energy. And how could you explain it if it's not, spirit guides or higher guidance?
Chemia? How do you say
Chemistry?
chemistry?
Okay. Okay, you could look at it as chemistry. Yeah. Yeah. But do you have chemistry with everybody?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some people you feel like you connect with them from the first moment, and some people you just don't want to be around them no matter what.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. and sometimes I think, okay, so what's the message here? God, tell me, the creator, please guide me towards that. Tell me, why have they, entered my world? What is the message here? Because there's always a message. But sometimes you discover the message later on. Sometimes the answer do not just appear, and you just have to move on. Keep on growing, keep on spreading your method, your light, and keep on influencing other people. I love that, really. I'm sure you do as well.
Yeah, I am. I want to go back to Dovik Gal, to his studio.
Okay. Never talked about him so much, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, just I wonder if you had all the sentences right before.
All the sentences written in advance?
Yes.
Okay. So I scheduled the appointment in the studio like a few weeks before the actual meeting, and I only got them in the last minute, and it was guidance, because only a day before, or a few hours before to be more accurate, I got the right sentences to say. It's like I've received them, and it was like, say these particular sentences. And I didn't argue with that. I just cooperated.
And when you recorded, you just read it from the note?
Yes. I kind of like, I wanted to create, okay, Love Your English is meant to extend your learning vessel, להרחיב את כלי הלמידה. Okay, it has to do with English, because I actually wanted it to be specific on English, but it can contain other things. For example, if I have difficulties, with technical stuff, which I'm not very good at, then I close my eyes, I listen to the affirmations, and everything works out. And both my students and I play it to our kids when they're asleep, and it helps them with concentration and ADHD and all that, and they're more focused. And when I came there, I knew the sentences, I was reading them, but then I guided him what I actually wanted. Love Your English, I wanted to be fun. I wanted to be very deep. And financial abundance, I wanted to explore the nature, take a hike in nature, and enjoy the surroundings. That's what I wanted, to be in the forest. So there are all kinds of water sounds. I wanted to be a journey in the forest. That's the guidance that I received. So he played with me. It was kind of like a game.
So you talked
right sounds. Yeah.
You talked, and Dovik just play next to you together. It was combined.
No. He recorded me in my voice. Okay. He guided me. We talked about whatever I wanted at the beginning. He didn't even hear the sentences. He told me, okay, just don't read them, talk about them, something like that. The way I teach you how to talk, right? You don't read, you talk, right? So just talk. And then when we finished the recording, over the recording, he recorded the sounds.
Okay.
It's really, really special. It's a very, very special studio. And he's recorded it over my vibration, tedel, frequency. And according to, he got the point. He's also a very spiritual person. So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And the sounds are very therapeutic. My voice is very therapeutic. The words I say are very therapeutic. So it does the work. Thank God. Also for my students, and for myself and my kids, my family.
Great. So I'm going to put the link in the
in
in
description?
Facebook and under the video. So
Thank you.
everyone can go and listen to it. How can people reach you?
Okay. First of all, I have a website and it has links to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and social media especially. And I also do workshops in companies and organizations. And it's really, really beautiful to see how the workshop begins when all the people around me are like, don't look at me. I will never speak English. No way in front of all these people that I know or don't know. No way. And the whole workshop is in English. Everybody cooperates because we work on mindset and we also work on practical tools, and they received it, and it's like they get a different perspective over English. Sorry, I'm excited. And also over the world and their lives and how could they improve their lives, because it's all about the mindset. If you're in the right mindset, you can grasp everything and you can overcome your biggest challenges. So I really believe in that, because it sounds like I'm an American, but I'm not. I'm Israeli, born and raised here in Israel. And the same way I've learned, that's how I teach. And consciousness is a big part of my, of my method. So it's called Love Your English. You remember the story of Love Your English, right?
What story? I'm not sure.
So I've been teaching for the last 23 years. 19 out of them were teaching kids for the Bagot examinations, and all kinds of kids who had ADHD and learning disabilities, and they started at 0 and ended up in 100. And then over a personal crisis, I switched to business English. And there was this beautiful, wow, I don't remember. Okay, she's a mentor, and she's very, very perfectionist, same as I am, even though mine is a bit more moderated because of the consciousness world and self-development. But she was very perfectionist. Her level of English was medium, but she didn't speak. It's not perfect, so she doesn't speak. And we've had some therapeutic sessions, and I've taught her my method and also the digital library and everything. And then she told me after 7 sessions, 7, which is a lot, she told me, wow, what did you do to me? I've started loving my English. And back then I was looking for a name, and I'm like, Love Your English. And by the way, Louise Hay, her books, Love Yourself, Love Your Body, never thought about it, and Love Your English. So yeah, so people tell me I love your English, mine. And I'm like, no, I want you to love your English. And if you don't love it, then just like it. Make sure it's a big part. It's a really, really powerful communication tool that you could use, and make business with the world, do relocations, career advancement, whatever. It's really, really helpful. So why don't you use it? So yeah, if you don't love it, like it and use it.
Okay, so Love Your English.
How do you use it today, now that you have more opportunities? Maybe you can tell us.
How do I use it? I do live on Facebook. I'm thinking big. I see my opportunities. I see my options around the world. Just not just in Israel. I have options all around the world, and my English is the key to go out there, to let myself go out, to show myself all over the world, to just to be there, and to say what I have to say, to convey my message to the world.
Oh, wow. Nice. I love that. Wow. When we first started, did you think it was possible for you?
Um, I hope so. I had the hope, but I wasn't so sure about myself. When we started, I couldn't do this live.
Definitely. Wow. I'm so proud of you. You're more fluent, more powerful. Wow. Amazing. And I love the fact that the world is open for
The world
us.
is open. Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I know that my English is not perfect. And the main problem is that my Hebrew is very good. It's very uh, it, it it's one of the top, in the I have a very good Hebrew, and I know lots of words in Hebrew. I read a lot, and I'm a very professional. I'm
Yeah, you are a perfectionist for sure. Everybody that, yeah. But still, you've made a huge progress because you wouldn't have dared, speaking English on live, and you weren't fluent, and now it's all a matter of practice. How much practice did you have in Hebrew? How much practice did you have? Did you feel
uh,
did you felt confident to stand in front of other people and tell them all about the history of this place and all kinds of stuff, and motivate them and make sure they apply all the activities that you teach them? How many years did it take?
uh, lots of years. Yeah,
Lots of years. And you know
lots of
Hebrew.
years.
And you know Hebrew. So
Mhm.
it's just a matter of practice and consciousness. Consciousness speeds things up. So yeah, definitely continue with the affirmations.
Yeah, thank you.
I believe
ליאת
in you.
ברטל. Yeah, I need I need your believing.
I do. I do. I do. I see the greatness. And I know that in a few more years we'll have another conversations and you'll speak more fluently and with much more ease. I know that. You just you know you just need to keep on doing whatever you've been doing, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't, because you
Great,
do.
great message to the end. ליאת ברטל, thank you very much for joining me on this live, streaming live.
Thank you for
Uh,
having